Hey guys, Big Red 310 here again with a quick video, and I do mean quick this time. I still have several videos to review. I have my review of Escape from New York, The Homecoming, Punk, The Final Chapter, Night of the Grudge 2. Just need to upload that later tonight. But I just want to get to my thoughts, quick draft thoughts. Overall, I thought the show was fun. As far as Raw goes, I didn't even look at Impact not once this week, which is the first. It's either I look at both or I look at none. So yeah, it was fun. I like the draft, and let me say this. For the majority of the draft, I was telling people that SmackDown is looking awesome. You know, they got Christian, they got Kofi, they got Show, I guess, but SmackDown was looking great with Christian and Kofi. They lost Edge, but I expected them to lose Edge. I expected them to lose Edge or Jericho. I personally thought it would have been Jericho, because why the hell did Edge and Swagger do that program? That didn't really make sense to me. But Edge got drafted anyways, which I was like, fine. I knew Edge or Jericho had to get drafted. And then the plan was, in my opinion, that Jericho would stay, Orton would come over. So then you'd have Orton, you'd have Jericho, you'd have Ray, you'd have Taker, you'd have Big Show, I guess, you'd have Jack Swagger, and maybe give Christian a little rub. But then Jericho goes to Raw, and I'm like, huh? That makes no sense. And I thought about it, oh my god, SmackDown has very little main eventers now. You take away Jericho, Taker's not there, Edge is not there, and I thought, okay, don't worry, it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. And then Orton doesn't get drafted at all. I'm just like, wait, what? So Orton doesn't get drafted. So now they have Taker, who's not there. Swagger, who is a champion, I guess. Not even a full main eventer, but still a champion. So you have Swagger. You have Ray. You have Big Show. And the message was loud and clear. ECW. I posted that on I have a Twitter, by the way. I got it recently. Mainly I'm just going to post, DVD updates, what I feel about certain shows while I'm watching them, and I guess quick thoughts. And on my Twitter and on my Skype, I put ECW got some nice picks today. And a lot of people were telling me, you know that ECW's gone, right? I know what it means. I said ECW got some nice picks today because I meant that SmackDown was no better than ECW. They're going to Sci-Fi. They have very little. Obviously, Taker would never be on a show like ECW, but it's closer to ECW than it is to Raw. That's for sure. Well, it's closer to ECW than it was to SmackDown. That's what I meant to say. And really, I was just really shocked. I was like, huh? Wow. So I guess now we have this star-studded Raw, I guess. But I was just amazed at what they had done. So now, but and think about that. If Jericho did not get drafted, and Orton did get drafted to SmackDown, SmackDown would be amazing. Punk, I forgot about, you'd have Punk, you'd have Ray, you'd have Orton, you'd have Jericho, you'd have Swagger, Christian, Kofi, Taker when he comes back. It'd be a great wrestling program. I thought it would be amazing. And once Jericho got drafted there, it all kind of fell. From that, SmackDown went from looking amazing to ECW. But anyways, I'm not going to give my quick thoughts on all the picks. Morrison and R-Truth, I guess, is good. Although I thought, Morrison gets the pin over Swagger. I thought he should stay on the same show as Swagger. Or else it just looks like Swagger lost to another mid-carder. Unless they were planning to build on Morrison. R-Truth, I guess Morrison's going to go. R-Truth's going to go 2. Edge. I expected that to happen. Although it should have been Jericho and Edge staying on SmackDown. That's just my opinion. Khali, who cares? Big Show. What I don't get is Big Show and Miz have been a team for a while. They break up during the commercial break. Really, WWE? Really? And then Big Show goes to SmackDown right after. He goes to SmackDown right after he just lost the titles and turned on his partner. It just seemed like, a little too packed together. Seriously, though, commercial break, they didn't like that too much. But I guess now we need Big Show on SmackDown. Close to main eventers they got. Like I said, I like Kofi, I like Christian. Jericho, I really don't like at all. Supplemental draft. Don't really care too much for anyone there. Well, MVP is the one I like. MVP was going nowhere. JTG was supposed to go to Raw, which I would have liked, actually, but he's staying on SmackDown, which I guess makes sense. DH Smith, all the Hart Dynasty went to Raw, including Natalya, which, again, Bret Hart makes sense. Hornswoggle to SmackDown, that surprised me. But hey, now people can't complain about Hornswoggle on Raw, right? All the guys that got moved to Raw are the guys who need, before going into the draft, you're thinking, you really got to feel bad for anyone who's not a main eventer who's going to Raw, because their career is going to go down and they're going to release in a few months. Now you kind of want to go to Raw, but the reality is they didn't really send anyone. They kind of moved all the mid-cards to SmackDown. You know, Cody Rhodes went to SmackDown. Chavo Guerrero went to SmackDown. They brought Khali and Singh to Raw, which, okay. Masters went to SmackDown. Ezekiel Jackson Raw, who's looking to get pushed up, and he's not even in the WWE right now. Goldust to Raw. Goldust. So really, like, the people who went to Raw are people really who are not going to affect them in any short-term period. So they kind of really moved all the mid-carders back to SmackDown. Chavo, Cody. I really like MVP to SmackDown. That's really the only important one. So yeah, that's all I got to say. I kind of enjoyed it, like I said. I thought if Orton had been drafted and Jericho had stayed, SmackDown would be the best wrestling show it's ever been. I seriously think it could have been just as good as maybe even the Angle, Edge, Benoit, Eddie days. Because you'd have Ray, Punk, Swagger, Jericho, Morrison, and Christian. So yeah, but maybe that's just me. Anyways, that's it. Oh, Edge turning heel. Really? If you're going to turn... Now, Orton definitely has to stay face for a very long time, which I think is stupid. Yes, everyone has complained that the two were bad faces. Out of the both, Orton was way worse. No matter what people say, Orton was way worse of a face than Edge was. And I really didn't like how they kind of turned Edge heel. And now, I wouldn't mind that. He's a better heel. But now Orton has to stay face. Whatever. Maybe he's not heel. Maybe he's just trying to make an impression, but why not Orton? Also, Batista not leaving the WWE, apparently. He's going to fight Cena. I don't know what he's going to fight him in. My recommendation was Hell in a Cell, but they have a pay-per-view for that. But, like I said, there's a ladder of stipulations, or a curve. You can't have a match that's less in brutality as the previous one. They have to have a match that's more severe than a last man standing match. But whatever, I'll see what they're going to do. I'm Big Rich 10. I'm out, guys. See ya.